MP. You ready to give these fans what they paid for? Yo, MP, let's go. MP, you're about to go off.
Up next, the Spurs taking on the Warriors. For the Spurs, they're playing with terrific focus. Their hard work from the summer is paying off with a quick start right out of the gate. Warriors, Spurs. We'll be right back after this. Good evening, everyone. The NBA season is still young, but there's a buzz in the air for this game of the NBA Cup. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. All right, a chance to check out stats for Zach Collins.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with Fultz, and it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And for the Warriors, the athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Mr. Clutch out there with Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 spot. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. And for MP specifically, these cup games have extra meaning. He's made it very clear he really wants to take this home.
And I think of this Game 3 of the group stage as moving day. We separate the contenders from the pretenders. MP will have to step up, take on a big role tonight.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws here tonight.
First personal foul.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he can't hit the second. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Lakers. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Wembanyama. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Wembanyama has got 5 points so far.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Curry outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Here's Zohan. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Golden State moving the ball around. And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
Fultz finds Johnson. Back to Fultz. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fultz. Clock at 4. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Wembanyama. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup stage, here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to watch, especially when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go.
Here's Mr. Clutch. It's stolen by Fultz. Johnson in the corner. Beyond the arc. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists in the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
The Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Pass to Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
The Warriors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Foul. 13 foul.
That free throw good for Mr. Clutch. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Spurs. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Kuminga, screen on Fultz. Floats it up for Kuminga. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. So it's the Spurs now. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Johnson in the corner. Nice defense from Kuminga. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game, and they're pushing it up. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
Warriors trail by 4. Here's Mr. Clutch. And Kuminga throws it down.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their team.
Now, here's Vassell. Still scoreless. Pass to Johnson from outside the arc. Again, Johnson missing. Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice strike offensively for them.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Mr. Clutch. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Sohan with the screen. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Different look here for the Warriors. Sharp checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Draymond Green comes in for Kuminga. Matthews, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. There's Mr. Clutch. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Now, here's Johnson after the miss from Mr. Clutch.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Hield kicks to Matthews. Some nice passing by Golden State here. They set the pick. And again, it's the Warriors missing. San Antonio leading by 7. Inside, Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Well, Johnson plays with a lot of physicality. He doesn't just take contact, he seeks it out.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. By Hield, nobody around, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Bonner, he's checked in for Johnson. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Warriors have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
San Antonio leading. And here is Vassell. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. Collins, a screen on Matthews. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Matthews. Sharp out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Hield. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the 1.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Sharp the pass to Green. Here's Mr. Clutch. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 15 points for Mr. Clutch.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Lakers was tremendous. He scored 25 points and hit a few threes, which helped his team spacing. Impressive games like the one he just had show why this team has been so successful coming out of the gate. We'll see if they can continue their early...
Fultz dishes to Johnson. To the right side. Pass to Castle. Buries the long-range jumper. Castle's got 16 points.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Fultz. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Fultz, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
The three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Johnson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low. And Kuminga throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Pass to Sohan. Johnson outside. Now Wembanyama, guarded by Green. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Over in the corner, Fultz. No good on the three. Warriors trail by 9. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, Anderson is a funky type of wing. He's a righty who would rather go left, and he's normally thinking pass first.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Puts it up from 12. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Fultz has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
And hadn't had great success at the line, but Green certainly works on his game from there.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Moses Moody. Pass to Castle. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Wembanyama, a screen on Matthews. Clock is at 3. Warriors with the rebound. Mr. Clutch has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. A 3 from Wembanyama. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot. Well, that's a gut punch to him to have. Just demoralizing.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Take a look at the Spurs. They've started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace they can maintain as the year rolls on.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Spurs.
I love how they've kept the ball moving, make the defense play musical chairs out there.
Musical chairs. I think you mean hot potato because they're burning that D.
Oh, Arnie.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Stephen Curry's doing. David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Warriors gave us some information. He said he has a strained hamstring, and he's icing it to reduce the inflammation. But he's already back in the game. Pretty tough guy, Kevin.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fultz is out there with Castle, and it's Johnson in at the 3. He misses the free throw.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
And the second free throw, good. San Antonio leading by 7. Now Fultz. He can't get it to go. Warriors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And stolen by Wembanyama. And here's the break. Here's Castle. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists tonight. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Castle. Back to Fultz. Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fultz. The high post shot. Warriors with the rebound. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Here's Castle. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Let's now take a moment to view the league's leading rebounders. 4th, Victor Wembanyama.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
No one near Fultz as he lets it go.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Spurs leading by 7. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Castle. Sohan with the ball, guarded by Curry. A nice shot by Sohan. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Such a unique player. Jeremy Sohan can score anywhere on the floor. He does great things for his team.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Here's Fultz. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Pass to Castle. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Shot clock at 5. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Warriors trail by 7. On its way from Curry for 2. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Sohan. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Wow, Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis and going up against the Grizzlies.
You know, most teams might get worried of a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Sharps checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Cobb comes in for Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for Wiggins.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Pass to Castle. Vassell against Curry. Vassell, the pass to Collins. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Mr. Clutch. 18 points for him. Sohan with the ball. Now here's Vassell. Collins. It's rebounded by Curry.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. No good with the triple.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Johnson gets the bucket. Warriors trail by 7. To the inside. And the dunk by Cobb.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. They've led by as many as 14 points. That shot wide open. Castle's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helped at all.
And some... The Warriors shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Stephen Curry's out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Robinson for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Spurs leading by 6. Outside Collins. Here's Branham. Back to Collins. To the paint. Tries from 7. And it's San Antonio with another.
Well, he had to be quick there. Branham recognized it and executed.
Driving to the basket. Curry with the bounce pass. Mr. Clutch. And the three off target.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting
Team foul. Spurs sub, number 17, Darren Homer.
Here's Branham. Pass to Vassell. Collins in the post. He's against Green. Collins passes to Palmer. He can't get that one. Nice defense from Kuminga. Warriors trail by 8. Hit by Kuminga. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Kuminga. Now the Warriors moving it up. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Vassell, the pass to Branham. Sinks the triple. Branham's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Latrey. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Here's Branham. From 12 feet out. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Mr. Clutch takes it off the glass. Mr. Clutch has got 20. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. As Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. A different look now for San Antonio. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
San Antonio leading by 6. Pass to Castle. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And Fultz is a great dunker. Makes high-octane slams look effortless.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Curry. A three-pointer, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Castle. Back to Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Just 4 to shoot. Johnson attacking.
And have to love that tenaciousness there by Wiggins. He has all the tools to be a great defender.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Kuminga. Pass to Sohan. Now here's Fultz. Here's Castle. Shoots the three. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry with him. Here's Mr. Clutch. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And now it's only a 5-point San Antonio lead. Here's Sohan. Defended by Kuminga. Johnson outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Now, Sohan. Back to Fultz. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Mr. Clutch. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Led by as many as 14 points. Oh, there's the streak training. Wembanyama.
Well, that's the leadership and clutch instinct they always want to see from Wembanyama.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight. And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Wiggins from outside. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Pass to Fultz. The 9-foot shot. And they get it back. Sohan finds Fultz. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Mr. Clutch. It's good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
It took a while, but they've chipped away, and now it's anyone's game.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared. Wembanyama looking it over. Launches a three. He's off from three. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or lose.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Mr. Clutch out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
And so Fultz nails them both. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Mr. Clutch.
San Antonio foul. Markel Fultz. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
First one falls for
Number 3.
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. And San Antonio shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Takes the 13-footer. Fultz, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
At all times, he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Pass to Fultz. Johnson outside. Here's Wembanyama. Jackson Davis defending. Ripped away. On the wing, Wiggins. Money from the wing. And the Warriors lead by 3.
And how about the confidence of Wiggins? His teammates want him to take those shots.
Sohan with the ball. Down low, Wembanyama. Oh, look at the focus from Wembanyama. Drills it through contact.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. Back to Curry. Pass to Mr. Clutch. 14 feet away. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Mr. Clutch has got 4 points this quarter. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Wembanyama. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 2 here.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Pass to Sohan. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Mr. Clutch has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. For the 3. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Knocks down the 3.
And this is what we want to see more of from Wiggins, delivering a huge basket for his team.
And San Antonio shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Dominguez come in for Green. Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. And Wembanyama with the flush.
You gotta love seeing Wembanyama get assertive in an important moment.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here's Mr. Clutch. On its way from Curry for 2. It's in!
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Puts it up off the inbound. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And an intentional foul right there. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Outside for Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. From deep. Drains it from downtown. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks like we'll be seeing them in the next round of the NBA Cup.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of...